Well, we're starting off today's video with a whole lot of bad news. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the vlog. So my garage as it stands now is full of car parts for my crashed Ferrari 812 Superfast. All the interior parts are in there. We got a radiator, we got a door, we got another door, we got a ton of garbage and a ton of nonsense on this table, and of course we have the mighty V12. And if you look super closely, we have a hole in the drywall, and I lost sight of the drive shaft as I was pushing the motor, and that's not the bad news. I wish this was the bad news, but that ain't it. So I want to give you guys a quick synopsis of the Ferrari 812 Superfast saga. So I bought the car at the end of March in Sacramento, California. The car was crashed in California, hit a Kia. You guys know the story, blah, 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 blah. So I bought the car sight unseen, which is the biggest embarrassment, the biggest regret. Never do that, especially a crashed car. I spent $187,000 on a car, and I was too lazy to fly out there to look at it first, so I hopped in the truck, drove 12 hours to Sacramento, and then once I got there, I discovered, after I'd already wired the money, that the car had frame damage. And ironically enough, in the eBay advertisement, the photos were taken in a very specific way. We're not going to get into that. I take full responsibility for my actions. Lesson learned, never be like me. Now, in my defense, I knew the Ferrari had substructure damage. I just didn't realize it had greater frame damage. Hindsight is 20/20, and in retrospect, obviously, he hit a parked car going 40 to 50 miles an hour. The passenger wheel flew off the car. Naturally, the frame is going to be twisted. So I get the Ferrari back here to Utah. After tearing apart the car, I realized I got to get the frame repaired. How do you do this? I go to the Ferrari dealership here in Salt Lake City, and then they tell me that they can't do it. Ferrari won't sell them the components. The Ferrari dealership here in Utah is not authorized to repair the frame on a Ferrari. And then I discovered there's only 6 or 7 authorized Ferrari body shops in the entirety of the country. So effectively, Ferrari will only sell structural components to authorized Ferrari body shops, aka themselves. They can charge whatever they want. They can charge anything they want. For these structural components, they can charge whatever they want. So after coming to the realization that Ferrari has to fix the frame, I still want to do as much as I can myself. I need to save as much money as possible. So my girlfriend and I, Sophia and I, we stripped the car down to effectively a rolling chassis. We pull the motor, but the brakes, the suspension, the tires, the wheels, the axle, etc., is still attached to the car, because to get the car from the garage to the trailer, it's got to be rolling. I mean, it didn't have to be. It was going to be so much more efficient and easier to do it that way. So we left the suspension attached to the frame. So we got the rolling chassis in the trailer, and we transported 2,200 miles away to Philadelphia. You might have seen that on the second channel. We take it to an authorized Ferrari body shop in Philadelphia called Carrossery. Those guys are absolutely amazing. They get to work on the car immediately, and they quickly discover that there is additional frame damage. So there's something called the front strut tower, and it's effectively a piece of cast aluminum where the suspension assembly kind of bolts on and up. And unsurprisingly, that got damaged during the accident because the whole suspension assembly, that also sheared off of the car. So we reach out to Ferrari, we get a price quote, and Ferrari comes back. This is a piece of cast aluminum, like, yay big, right? I'm thinking a couple $1,000s. Just the passenger side price quote, $34,500 for the right front strut tower. $34,500. There's a couple other components we discover, another one for $10,000. And after looking at the entire repair to repair the frame on my salvage title Ferrari 812 Superfast that I spent $187,000 for, it is going to be approximately, drum roll, $70,000 to repair the frame on my Ferrari. Cast aluminum, this big, just that one part, $34,500. So in summary, I don't really know what to do. I could fork over $70,000, but that would be a complete waste of money. I also don't have $70,000 right now. I could sure like sell the Gallardo Spider, but that's a donor car for the Gallardo to salvage the 812. That doesn't make sense. I'm in at 187 with the frame repaired. That puts me at 257. There's still tens of thousands of dollars I got to spend on that car for all the other components. So I'm trying to find the component elsewhere. The issue that I'm running into is that the 812, they didn't build a lot of them. There's even fewer that were in accidents, and most of the accidents involve the front end, so the frame is damaged. So trying to find this part is like a needle in a haystack. I got homies in Dubai looking, I got homies in Europe looking as well, and we're just hitting a lot of roadblocks. So as it stands right now, like I could part out the car, I could wait around for a while trying to find the component. I don't know. Now, parting out the car is an absolute worst case scenario. I don't even like thinking about it, but let's say hypothetically I had to. For the engine and the trans, I probably could get like 60, 5,000, maybe, give or take, maybe not that much. The rest of the car can get 120. Remember, I'm in at 187. I could also take the engine and the trans and put it in some other project and create like the ultimate beast. I don't think I want to do it in my dad's truck, although that would be sick. Now, the other issue at play, I have a custom body kit for the A12. I put down, what, 30, 40 grand about 8 weeks ago, and it's going to be here in about 2 to 3 weeks. So I got this body kit. If I part out the car, then I got this kit I also got to sell. I don't know. We're gonna switch gears. We're gonna hop in the Aventador Roadster back from Arizona. We have some updates on my dad's truck. Well, I drove the Aventador Roadster from Arizona back to Utah a couple days ago, and the sheer amount of grasshoppers in this thing is actually remarkably disgusting. Now, the body kit that I ordered for the A12 Superfast is gonna be here in a couple weeks, and I'm gonna give you guys a couple hints. It is the first of its kind in the world, and I'm gonna drop a couple photos of it on my Vero as soon as this video drops. So check out the link below. You can join me on Vero for free. There's no ads. There's no algorithm. The car community is going crazy. We are so close to 100,000 followers on Vero. Now, this kit is the first of its kind. It's very, very wide, a lot of carbon fiber. This is why, this is the main motivation. We have to figure out a way to get that car fixed, because this kit, you guys will see on Vero, it is simply out of this world. Cold start up Aventador Roadster. And I also forgot to mention, when we hit 100,000 followers on Vero, we're so close, we're at 95,200, so 4,800 more to go. We are throwing one of the biggest giveaways I have ever done. The last giveaway, massive shout out to Colton from Missouri. He won all of this Strad merch, but the next giveaway is gonna have more than one winner, and the contents of it are gonna be absolutely crazy. I'm not gonna promote anything on YouTube, so what the giveaway is, how to get entered in, you're gonna wanna give me a follow on Vero. My username is @TheStradman. Check out the link below. Now, the car community on Vero, we're almost at 100,000. It is going crazy. It is growing like wildfire. The image quality, the colors are absolutely phenomenal. That is beautiful. So in summary, as soon as this video drops, I'm posting photos on my Vero of the new body kit for the A12 Superfast, and then at 100,000 followers, we are doing a massive giveaway, the 100,000 follower Vero giveaway. Check out the link below and join me on Vero. I had a slight miscommunication. We were gonna go see my dad's truck, but unfortunately, Josh is actually off in Puerto Rico right now, so we're not gonna go do that. I have a couple other errands to run though. Update on my dad's truck soon, but probably next week, probably Monday. And one more thing about the A12, it is an aluminum frame. It's not a steel frame, so it's not as easy to replace. It's a whole different ball game. And I've talked to a lot of experts in the industry, people that I respect that have a lot of knowledge, and they told me, do not try to repair the strut tower. You gotta replace it. It's the only safe way to do it. That's what we're gonna do. We gotta do it the right way, the responsible way, because at the end of the day, if Sophia was driving that car and somehow the suspension, I did some shoddy job, some hat job on that strut tower, I would never forgive myself. So we gotta do it the right way. Check that out, we got a twin, let's go baby. Blue Lotus Emira, that thing is almost identical to mine, except it has the black pack. Also, we got a lowrider dually. This guy understands wide body of the world. That is a lowered wide body, not a wide body dually, it's a standard dually, but it's lowered so it looks even wider. I gotta get him in front of me so you can see it. This thing is so sick. What? It's on air as well, slammed to the ground. Dude, that thing is sick. I love it, dude. I have a polarizer on my camera lens right now, so the reflections aren't that bad, but let me twist it ever so slightly. That's what I see, okay? This is what you guys see, and this is what I see. I can't see anything. I am burning my retina. I forgot my polarized sunglasses. I got these green sensitive eyes. My eyes are like bloodshot because it is so bright here in Utah, so I apologize for that, but you know, like the baldness, I'm human. Speaking of the baldness, if today's video gets 240,000 likes, I will shave my head. I've never done that in my life. I've been holding on to what little hair I have left. 242,000 likes, I will shave my head on camera. I gotta admit, the color on this F87 M2 is absolutely gorgeous. I went back and forth. Do you guys like the F87, the previous generation, or the G87 that I got? They're both beautiful. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we have that guy. Yep, rose gold chrome Mustang Mach-E. Come on, brother, man. I mean, I guess I have a pink car myself, so who might hate? What is actually going on with the Mustang Mach-E's here in Utah? I mean, that wrap is crazy, but what is going on? I really wasn't planning on filming this. We were gonna go check out my dad's truck. That's why we're in the Aventador Roadster, but we gotta pick up Oscar's medication from the vet. I generally would never bring a pink Aventador to the veterinarian. Well, Oscar's medication in hand, this color though, the Rosa Acanthus, I am just absolutely obsessed with it. This color under the sun, I mean, it's the best, it's the best, you can't beat it. Not bad at all, Burlacker, where are you at, son? 430 Spider, that thing is so clean. I don't know what it is, but I like it. I like it a lot. That thing is way wicked. What's up, dude? I know who that guy is. What? That is a local Utah celebrity spot. Actually, really more of an international celebrity. That was Dave Kendick from Kendick Design. That car was sick. I don't want to get caught shouting at the second channel too much, but if you want to see me cut my grass in the next video, check out the link below to the second channel. Also, it appears to be Christmas. I have so many packages. What? This is exactly why we cannot part out the 812, right, Ask? We got so many parts. I wonder what their return policy is. There's probably like $5,000 to $8,000 worth of car parts right here. They're all brand new for the 812. Usually when I open up packages, I'm a little bit haphazard. On this one right here, glass handle with care, we're gonna be very, very cautious because, I shouldn't have done that, because I don't want to break it. Easy like a surgeon, smooth as butter. This should be a side what? We got the Lamborghini tape on the Ferrari package. I would have been really upset if this was for a Lamborghini Huracan. We got the Ferrari tape on this part, so we should be good. So this is the side passenger window right here, and all appears to be in good shape. I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think the biggest surprise on trying to rebuild this Crash 812 is how long it takes to actually find the parts you need, get them ordered, and then have them actually arrive on time, and then opening them up is a whole different process. Oh my God. The price of the parts is so beyond excessive. So this is an airbag, I think. This is the passenger airbag that exploded here through the dashboard. You can see there. What's crazy about all of it, if there would not have been two people in that car and the passenger airbag would not have gone off, it would have saved me about $10,000 because the airbag is $1,400 and the dashboard, just the leather piece, is $8,000. So two people in the car cost me north of $10,000. Seatbelt too. The seatbelt I'm gonna have to replace, as well as the side impact airbag, so probably closer to like $12,000 just because there was a passenger. I want to reiterate, just the leather piece here is $8,000, and I've had a lot of people tell me in the comments just to send this off to an upholstery shop and they can reupholster it. Unfortunately, that's actually not really true. I've talked to two different upholstery shops and they basically told me the same thing. The first shop told me they could reupholster it, they'd make me sign a liability waiver, and then the other upholstery shop told me it was actually illegal to do it. And the reason for that, you can see the plastic underside right here. The upholstery shop would have to glue that down and then reupholster the leather. And let's say in the unlikely event I'm in another accident with the 812, there's no way to guarantee with 100% certainty that that plastic would break the right way and the airbag would explode the right way to protect the passenger. Sophia's the passenger. I'm not here to risk it for the biscuit. Like I said, we're gonna do this the right way. It's gonna cost more money, but I'm not gonna cut any corners. It really makes you question a lot of salvage title cars because you're wondering, there's so many different ways to cut corners where visually you'd have no idea, but doing it the right way is a lot harder and a lot more expensive. It's the only way to do it. Of course, that all being said, if you have a left-hand drive dashboard with a clean title, aka the airbag has not deployed, call me maybe if you're willing to sell for less than $8,000. Driver's side airbag was significantly cheaper, which I was actually surprised on. Look at that. Now, very surprisingly, the driver's side airbag was $400. I figured with the Ferrari emblem, it would be a whole lot more expensive than that. You can see the damaged one right here. RIP. This is the coolant reservoir tank. This is gonna be very necessary when we reinstall the motor. What in the world did I, what is this? This is a protective cover for the drive shaft. I had to cut it. You didn't see that on camera because I was too embarrassed to show it. Off camera, I had to cut this bad boy. I didn't share it with you guys because I was too embarrassed at the time. This is about $400. I've really been focusing on parts that I need for when I put the engine back in after the frame repair. This is our oil reservoir tank. This is the thing that got head-butted straight by the Kia. This was also not cheap. I want to say $1,200. The parts that just arrived for the 812 encompasses probably about 5% of the parts that we need to order, but I'm going to put a stop order on ordering any other parts until we sort out the frame, because in the very unlikely event that we part out the car, obviously I don't want to order anything else. I don't want to spend any more money until I absolutely know for sure that we can sort out the car. Well, that pretty much right there is going to wrap up today's video. I have no idea what to do with the Ferrari 812. We could part it out, which would be a curious thing to do. I probably could find a buyer for it as is and take a massive L. I could fork over the $70,000 to Ferrari for the repairs. I could probably be super patient, eventually find the parts. Maybe somebody watching today's video has a random front right strut tower just laying in their living room. If you do, give me a call. I don't know, maybe we bury the car in the backyard. We could take the V12, we could put it in something else. I mean, there's a lot of different options. Obviously, I want to complete the project. The kit that I have coming for this car, if you saw on Vero, it is absolutely crazy. I want to paint this car, I want to do a custom interior. Like, I've been wanting to do this dream Ferrari 812 Superfast build forever. I have learned a lot in the process. I realized if I would have gone with any other brand, it would have been a lot easier. Like, if this was a Lamborghini, getting the frame repaired would have been a simple process, but it's not a Lamborghini. It's a Ferrari. Today's video is over. Also, wait 1 second. If you find a front strut tower for $17,508, that price is inaccurate, okay? That part is listed everywhere for 17 grand. It's $34,500 from Ferrari. So yeah, today's video is over.